And it wasn't luck, like we just found a way to make it work. And it was the best summer of my life, and I worked my ass off. Alright, we have our special guest here today. What is your name and what do you do?
Travis, and I don't do much of anything. I'm an accountant. I have a YouTube channel, which is kind of an interesting mix, but nice way to break it up, I guess.
Travis, you're one of my favorite YouTube channels. You're one of the only YouTubers I consistently watch, and if you have a new video, I have to click on it.
I guess I would categorize it as a fitness channel. Food, vlogs,
a little mixture of everything.
Career advice, yeah, I flew out here. Amanda was like, hey, come on out. I'm like, well, why not? Why would I not want to come out to California from Ohio, you know?
What is up, guys? So before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, a lot of you guys have been commenting asking me to explain the arch and the bench press, and there are multiple videos about this on the internet. In a second, I'm going to insert a few clips that I found from a really good video explaining the safety portion of it. But in terms of powerlifting, the whole point of the arching of the bench press is to make sure that your shoulders are locked into a really safe and strong position. So having an arched upper back is going to help you lock your shoulders into place so your shoulder blades aren't flopping around everywhere when you're trying to bench press, and it just puts you in the most strong position possible. So your shoulders are anchored into the bench, and the bench is going to be your anchor holding your shoulders together, and then that arch is going to create the lack of movement, so you're going to be able to be in the most strong position possible, because when you're powerlifting, the whole goal is to be as strong as humanly possible, so that's going to be the strongest possible position. But here are a few clips from a really good video that I found to hopefully help you guys understand what's going on here.
Dr. Mike Israetel, PhD in sport physiology from Renaissance Periodization, here to share some of their expertise.
Okay, so just realize that the spine can extend. You're not actually going to break your back as long as we don't have any pre-existing issues. Because even though we have an arch, we're anchored with the glutes on the bench. And so this is where Marissa starts, and there's not a whole lot of change from this position. In a bench press, we want to be anchored, because if our shoulder blade is flopping all over the place, not only is that less stable and a less strong position, it's also an unsafe position. Because as we go to bench press, if our shoulder pops off here, that's where we get that anterior impingement feeling, right? And so we want that big upper back arch to pin those shoulder blades back and in position.
Y'all, we got some squats going on next. Last time I was doing 165 or 5, and I'm gonna go for 175 just to see, because I feel really strong today, so let's see. Really good song playing, I have to show it to you.
Big so tight. You bet we're pretty. 6 a.m. and somehow it's just me and you that have the city. We're all alone, the way we want. Heard it all before, baby. Right now, please just save your thoughts. Empty glass, broken heel. Hop in the bath and get so pure. I got something to soak and heal. So blow out all the candles, even on the mantle. Let the smoke up in the air. We gon' do it like, 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 we gon' do it like. We gon' do it like, baby, we gon' do it like. Let the smoke up in the air. We gon' do it like. Like, let the smoke up in the air. We gon' do it like. You're too old to be so shy.
You have a good lift?
Absolutely.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, and you?
Can we sit out here?
Please.
Thank you. Cool, huh? Travis S. in his natural habitat, reading menu.
This is the only lift I PR on.
3-stack of buckwheat chocolate chip, and then an egg white omelet. Okay. And then that's gonna have mushroom, green pepper, basil, and spinach. Can we get a side of bacon with that?
You sure can. Wow, look at this.
You want syrup?
I don't even like syrup, honestly.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
All right, first taste.
Does it live up to the hype? Pretty good. Taking some PS aminos for this hike that we're going on right now. I don't know where the scooper is. He must have put it somewhere. Oh, it is absolutely perfect out right now. And I'm headed to grab Travis. We're gonna go on a hike. The sun sets in probably like an hour, and there's a solid chance that we're gonna miss it by the time we get to the hike. We are on our way to go hike Runyon Canyon, but we had to stop and look at this. Look at that. Here we are, Runyon Canyon. We're here a little bit late because the sun is pretty much already set in the background over there, but we're gonna make the most of it. By the time we get up there, it'll be lit by the city.
Savage.
Savage AF. So sick. Alright, we're hiking to the top of Runyon Canyon. It's getting dark out, but there's still some sunlight coming through from the sunset. And there's a bunch of lights coming through from the city over there. So hanging out with Travis has been super fun. I met Travis this past year at the Arnold at the PE Science booth. We're both PE Science teammates, and he's one of my favorite YouTube channels, so make sure you guys go check him out and wait for the video that is to come after this, the whole reason he came out here.
Yeah, so this will probably be well over like 400 clips, different clips.
Damn.
It's worth it though.
It was such a fun day because it was his first time in Los Angeles, and like I absolutely love being people's tour guides to show them LA, show them where I live, and show them like the beach and hikes and food and all this fun stuff. Everybody who comes to visit kind of asks me like, why did you come out here? How did you make it out here? It's kind of like a fantasy land to a lot of people, and when I first moved, it was like a fantasy land to me. It was like the weather was beautiful and there's palm trees and it was just absolutely amazing, and I could not get over it. And now that it's my home, and now that I've been here for a solid like almost 2 years or so, year and a half I guess still, I no longer feel like it's a fantasy land, but I still love showing it to other people because people's eyes just light up when they like walk around, and it's just such a fun time. A lot of people say like, you know, Amanda, like you're just really lucky that you live there, and it's really like you do YouTube for a job and you don't have anything else to do. You just live in Los Angeles and live this little fantasy life, and that's like not at all how it came about to be. When I first moved here, I moved from the smallest state in the country, very small state. It's actually the smallest state, Rhode Island. It's like tiniest. You can drive from the top to the bottom of the state in like an hour. It's super small, and I never wanted to apply to college outside of the state just because I was so encapsulated in this like little tiny state. I was comfortable there. It was my comfort zone. I knew everything. I knew everybody, and I was just comfortable there. And then a friend of mine invited me out to California for the summer. It was just a summer, 3 months, and then we would go back. I did not have any money. I didn't even want to go. Like I didn't have a job, and I had no means of living for moving out there. And then she actually made us apply to waitressing jobs in California. We just searched like best restaurants in LA. We ended up getting one interview, and we found a really, really small apartment in Venice. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. There were 3 of us staying in there. I slept on the couch pretty much every day that summer. We moved out there, drove across the country. She had her car, but all I had was a bike, so I biked to Gold's Gym Venice every single day. I biked to my job, which was right next to Gold's Gym Venice, and I waitressed 6 days a week, just went to the gym and worked, and it was the best summer of my life, and I worked my ass off, and I barely made rent every single summer, and it wasn't luck. Like we just found a way to make it work. After that summer, my eyes opened up to like what could possibly be, and I didn't know what would happen upon moving here, but I knew that I wanted to be here because I just loved it so much. So after that 3-month summer time period ended, I moved back to Rhode Island. I finished my last year of nursing school. I grinded being a full-time nursing student. I waitressed part-time. I did online coaching to help sustain myself as well, and I created my macro ebook, The Everything Guide to Macro Tracking, because I knew I wanted to move back and I needed money to get out there, and I just worked my ass off, and it wasn't luck at all. Like it was me just seeing a vision and seeing what I wanted and just finding a solution and figuring it out. So if you guys think that it's one of your dreams is a complete fantasy, it's just you getting in your own head thinking that you can't do something, or that you can't move somewhere, or that you can't get a certain job, or that you can't do something that you really want to do, because I know this is cliche, but like anything you set your mind to, you can absolutely do. And I'm just like super passionate about it because I have done it firsthand, I've seen it firsthand, and I just didn't make the excuses, and I just figured out a way to get here. And so anyways, I just wanted to share my story with you guys about why I moved, how I got here. That's my message for the day. That's my inspiring message for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one, and I'll catch you guys there.